again this morning. So and you know, so if you can see what I'm doing now, just let me know, guys.
You can see.
Yeah, let me try to record this morning, and
I
I'm
see.
going to explain to my so that those that are just someone like Tamilore, we can maybe grab one or two things today. Now, this is just like a daily habit tracker, and I can call it a weekly habit tracker also because imagine that you
Irene Felder is start conference recording.
okay. So imagine that what is it called? You were able to do this for Monday to Sunday, right? And you can also track if you can do this habit for a day. Do you understand? So it can either be, it depends on how you want to name it. It can either it can serve for two purpose, either for weekly habit tracker or daily habit tracker. You understand? Now, um something we did last week is going to occur again, and is we can make use of checkbox or the icon. You understand? But let's if you are to make
Icon.
use of if you are to make of the checkbox, you are going to highlight the spaces that you want those checkpoints to be, or you just click on one for start, and the others will be. So checkbox. So when you do that, you click inside. There's always a text. Then you delete. So after that, you can move it to the center. Yeah, and just can just move it to the center, right? So I think it's already center enough. Then something like this. Let me try to then drag it down here and drag it, drag it down to okay. I'll just delete this one's understand. So so it's kind of hectic a little bit, but I just wanted to look at it very well. So Tamlori, while doing this, can you just submit your mic and tell me if you have idea of data analytics before, so that we know if it's something new to you or not?
It's something new to me.
Okay. Data. So data analytics is just about you sorting your data, cleaning your data, arranging it very well, and giving a meaningful information. You understand? And you have so many fields of data
Yes.
analytics. You have you can be business analyst, marketing analyst, and the rest. So so numerous. So I can't mention that now. I can share you the. I'll try to find these. What is it called? A short slide. I think just like 10 pages. They'll send it to you, so you can just read it, so you can have an idea of what it entails.
All right. Think so.
So
So.
I'm coming. Please hold on. So I'm back. I'm sorry for that little break. So okay, this is not what I want to do. Now, Sam Nore, just I'll try to make sure that you understand a little bit, but you can reach out to me even after the what is it called? After the class, if you have any issues. Now, the next thing we are going to do in this thing after you have checked all this is for us to reference and that what's it called? That's going to take a lot of while because so just have at the back just have it at the back of your mind that you are going to it's going to take a while to check all this. You are going to do something called cell referencing, like we did the right time. So cell referencing is just like this. You click on an active cell, come to format control, right? Then click on the cell link. When you click on the format control, it might firstly bring you to colors and line. So don't panic. Just navigate yourself to the control tab under the format control. Then click on cell link. Then try to make sure that you are not clicking on the checkbox, something like this. Do you understand? Make sure that you find yourself to click on the cell, then okay or enter. You've done that. And for now, I don't think there's any logic to do that. You have a shortcut to, to affect it in a row. So you have to do it one by one. So the next one again, but I'm just going to do the first one. So you can make it as an assignment, you know, just know that I'm not when I give it as an assignment, I'm not doing it as a wickedness so that start doing format control. No. It's for you to understand how Excel works again. Do you understand? So this again, this enter. So I'll do the first row. And the reason why we're making use of this cell referencing is simple. It's just for us to um so that whatever the formula we're going to make use of, the Excel will be able to know. It's just as if we're telling the computer or the Excel that we have a checkbox inside this cell, but anything we do, any formula we are going to apply, make sure that it applies both, or not only the cells, but with also the checkbox. So that is also what we are trying to do. Because if I'm not referencing it now and I try to put a formula into it, it won't work. No matter how you check for the checkbox, it won't work at all. So those are the things to put in mind. I have three left. Um, so Tamara, do you have a system? Okay, good. So what version of Excel do you have? Is it 2013, 2016, 2019, 2021? Just open your Excel or search for Excel after you press the Windows key, and it will bring out the name of Excel for you. Or you go to your option and under your Excel, your accounts rather, accounts, you get it there. So from my own end here, it's obvious that I made a mistake, and I'm going to tell you the mistake. Make sure that there's enough space for how I'm going to put it. There is no space for your cell to be in a cell, so that and there should be another space for it to reference. So that is why it's making it difficult for me to to reference the cells. So you see, I've tried to do that here, so it's easy for me now. Then the last one, mm, so what version of the Excel are you using? Can you find that? So that is that about that. Now we are we are through with the first one. So this the formula is also count if you are it is not direct count. You can't make use of the count formula. Count is just you are counting from maybe Monday to Saturday. But when you use the count if you are giving the say condition that okay, count only for those that are check, for those that are true. Remember that when you check a box, it means true. And when they check, for example, now this is true, you see, it's already highlighted that it's true because I already referenced it. You understand? If I click on these other ones, you see, there's nothing like that there because I haven't referenced it yet. I only reference the first row. So those are the things to know when you are formatting your checkbox. So that reason why we are making use of the formula. So let me just use the formula. So count if is that you are giving a condition. Count if. Now, if the first thing says that range, that is what are the range of what you want to count, the total. So what you have to do is drag it like this. That is, you want to count from Monday to Sunday. Do you understand? Comma. Then the criteria is that we want you to count what is it called? It's being checked. Do you understand? Whenever you check a checkbox. So I'm going to say true. That's the criteria, true. Do you understand? Then I'm not just going to say enter. I'm not true yet. But it's because the reason why I'm going to do that is because there are sometimes most of these habits or activities sometimes might not be able to do that for the whole week. Do you understand? So I have to divide it by 7 because Monday to Sunday is only 7 days in a week, right? You say divided by 7. You understand? So that is the formula. Count if the range, the criteria is true, then divided by what? 7. Do you understand? So now it's 0 now because I haven't checked for anything. So the moment I click on this, so let me, I'm going to try to expand the cell so that we can have full details of everything. Let me expand this cell. You understand? So now you see. So I can now decide to change this to maybe percentage again so that to be easy. Do you understand? So 40% per the first day, 29%, 43% the third day, 57% the fourth day, Friday 71%, Saturday 86%, and Sunday 100%. You see how it's easy. So that immediately I was able to make my bed from Monday to Sunday 100%. So let's assume out of Monday to Sunday, I maybe Tuesday I wouldn't, Thursday again, and Saturday and Sunday. That means for 3%. So you cancel that is for Monday to Sunday. So let's assume you want to make sure that all these habits you want to be doing that every day. Make bed, meditate, eat breakfast, exercise, blah blah blah. You also do that for this. So if I should click on this now, it's not going to work. You can, but the formula is going to be down here. You just have to repeat the formula here, you copy it down here. But the only thing is that you divide it by what? How many habits that you're having here? That will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have 8 habits here or activities. That is all. So the only difference there is that you have to reference first. And now you're going to reference your checkbox by you know right click, format control, right? Click on the box of cell link and you click on the cell you want to reference, enter or OK. So this one is OK now. Then you do for all the checkbox. So it's a little bit of a tedious exercise to do. But if you can able to do that, good. So that's the first assignment, guys. Do you understand? If you have question, let me know.
Sir, it's about the coloring and getting the brackets.
Coloring. What
That's
is coloring? Coloring as well.
it's about the grid. That's my only problem
It's about the
with
what?
the grid.
The grid. The grid.
Which which grade?
The grid as well.
The day this habits Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday complete.
Uh, I don't understand. I'm still confused. Just explain better.
So
Please explain better, Yuri, so I understand where you are getting it wrong or what I still not.
It's
Hmm?
coloring. The
Coloring.
color
Yeah,
part.
coloring. Oh my god. Coloring. See, at this stage, I think it's the only person that will be having difficult because it means that you don't know how I color this, right? Huh? You don't know how I color this left hand side and the right hand side and even the daily habit, right?
I'm talking about this through this thing. Let's say you since this falls this thing. Let's say I want to have it as X, like minus, like a cross. That's what I'm talking about.
Plus. Where do you say plus here now? Because I don't understand. What I said was checkbox. This is not ordinary box. It's a checkbox. It's something. Don't you know the meaning of checkbox? Okay,
The
now
opposite of it to like say that is false.
false means that it's not checked yet. Now, the only thing you can do is that if you want to see, I told you last week that if you want to remove it, if you don't want to or want to hide it rather that you want to make it that okay, I don't want to the system should be showing false or true. You highlight all and go for control one custom. Then under this general here, let me bring it down so I can see. Under general here, you press your semicolon three times, one, two, three, right? Then okay. The reason why I left it there was because to explain that whenever it is true, that means that you've checked the box. You've and it will be checked there like okay, something like this. But whenever it's still blank, it means it is false. It's as simple as that. So I purposely left it there so that you can understand it better. But in the ideal way, it should be like this. It shouldn't be like you shouldn't be finding true or false underneath. No, do you understand? So I expect you now to write that down again. Do you understand? I expect you to write it down now that how to hide values. Control one, custom. Let me do it again. Control one, custom, then three semicolons. Okay. This is very simple, guys. It's very simple. It's just that you should put your mind into it. David, do you get it? Then Tamilore, I want you to say something.
yes, sir.
David and Tamilore, do you get it or do you are still having difficult? I know you still have some issues, but what I've just explained so far, were you able to get something? Okay. So that is that about that. Note, anytime you want to write something essay, thank God that although I did this last week, this is not the first time, but for him to mention it again, I think it's significant for everybody and it's going to help us on our way forward. There might be sometimes we want to write something. You understand? The right time it was you can see true false underneath the what is it called behind what behind the checkbox. But if you want to hide it, you will press control one. When you press control one, something like this will come up. It's a format options. Then you go to your custom. Custom is that you want to do it on your own way. And anytime you type the semicolon three times here, this place, it means that you want to hide that value, irrespective of how it is. That doesn't mean that it's not there, but to every others, even including me that I want to do it, I don't want to see it for them. So that is how to do that. Then okay. So that is that about that. So I last week we're able to do daily habits tracker, then attendance sheets, then to-do list. Let me increase this to-do list fonts, maybe like 14, right? Something like that. So as at now, except Samilore that is finding it difficult, that just joined us today now, I want to ask one by one. Please be sincere to me. I don't want you to feel like, don't use idea. Don't feel like, okay, I understand. I know that you guys are most Yoruba like me. Don't say that "Ó yẹ no, I understand. Now, let me start from David. This to-do list, let me name this as daily tracker or weekly tracker, daily slash weekly tracker. Now, between this daily weekly tracker or attendance sheet or to-do list, do you understand the three projects? I can call it a project. Believe you me, it's a project. Do you understand them? And if you don't understand, which one do you think you are still finding difficult? I repeat, this
Yes.
to-do
Daily
list,
the attendance one.
daily week tracker, and attendance sheet. David, let me start with you.
Sadly, the attendance sheet, I understand the daily, weekly tracker and
Wait,
to-do
you,
list.
you understand the attendance sheet?
No, the daily, weekly tracker and
You okay? You
to-do
understand
list.
this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about this?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand this too?
So I don't
I know.
understand
Wait,
it.
wait, 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 wait. I'm not. Wait. I want to know where everybody is getting it wrong. Um, so
Understand
you
this
understand
ones.
the to-do list, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but you don't understand the attendance sheet.
Yes.
Good. Um, Ire. Okay, Ire. So, is it this or this or this?
It's mostly the to-do list and and the and the other and excess is the to-do list and attendance sheet that I don't kind of understand. The daily week shaka I understand that one.
Do you know? Should I tell you the fact? Do you know the reason why you understand a daily tracker? Do you know the reason why you understand?
Why?
Is because I just explained it now and it's still fresh in your brain. And believe you me, in the next 10, 15 minutes or 20 minutes thereabout, if you didn't write everything I'm going to say, I promise you, if you didn't write everything I'm going to say again now, and I ask you again, this daily habit tracker that you mentioned, especially you read that you claim that you understand now, you will find it difficult again to do it. I'm telling you, it's just the fact. So it's not that I'm abusing or I'm trying to make a negative approach. No, it's about the reason is that number one, if your mind is not here. Number two, if you're not writing anything down. Now, aside what is it called? Iremide and David Tamilore. Now, I'll use this opportunity again to explain. We are wasting not much of our time. We haven't started. Aside the thing is already the what is it called? This that is still new for everybody. Do you understand? Now I'm going to go back to this. I've explained this morning, so I don't know why you are not getting it. The difference between this and this is because number one, we are making use of checkbox here, and two, we make use of icon. The second thing is that this one, there's nothing like left to do. Do you understand? We stop at the complete. We don't draft another formula for, okay, let's assume out of the 7 days in a week, I was able to do that for like 4 days. The three left. I didn't create formula for this. That is the second one. And the third one is because we generated a data bars, or what is it called, conditional formatting, to make sure that it gives us how we are working on our progresses. Do you understand? So that is only the difference. Do you understand? Then then um that I think that is all. That is all. So I want to explain the attendance sheet once again. Now, in terms of the attendance sheet, right? In terms of the attendance sheet, I said it's a little bit simple because you won't have to start referencing checkbox. You know, on the checkbox that we did here, we we start doing it one by one after we inserted the checkbox, started making use of format control, blah blah blah, and the rest. But here we don't have to do that. You just have to highlight wherever you want to do something like this. Do you understand? Highlight all, that is Monday to Friday, then drag it down to the last student. Okay, shift down to the last student, right? And come to your conditional formatting. They'll make use of icon sets. Do you understand? And as I said you can make use of any icon set. But because it's an attendance sheet, it won't make sense that you are making use of this. We are not on the highway. This is just more or less like a traffic. Do you understand? So this makes sense. This makes sense. This makes sense. Do you understand? So just choose one. Then we chose this, but we didn't just go for that alone. But because we want to have some rules pertaining to this, we go to more rules. So we entered it here, right? Then since it's just either you are present or you are absent, so definitely I'm expecting just two signs, present or absent. So I want to delete this. So I can just make this also as this. Do you understand? And for now, it's still numbers. They are not formula. So it will be number. The type should be number for the maximum number and the lowest number. Then I'll say when it is present, I'm choosing 1, and when it's absent, 0. Then I now said that I don't want you to show me 1 and this icon at the same time. That's why I want the icon alone. I will check for show icon only, right? That is all. That is the first step. Do you understand this step now?
Yes, sir.
What about Iri?
Yes, sir, I've written the formula for this one.
There's no formula that. Why are you saying? Is there any formula I've mentioned earlier? There's nothing like formula now. We haven't got to the formula yet. But let's continue. So I'm not going to press OK because I don't want to affect what it's still the same thing, but I don't want to duplicate it again. So in your own side, if you want to do that, you click what? OK. Then after that, the next thing is present. You want to write the formula for present. And the formula is count if, look at it here. I'm going to explain it here. It said count if the range first, that is, what is the total days or the total value you want to count. That will be from Monday to Friday, comma. Then the next one says what is the criteria. Most times in Excel, when you say 1, it also means true. You understand? Just like the other time that we are under the daily tracker. You understand? But it will be very, very much useful when you make use of 1 because 1 is also what stand for present. Remember when you are trying to put it down in the icon set the right time, you make use of 1 and 0. Then divided by 5, just like the days of week we just said we just concluded now. Divided by 5, that 5 is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Simple. That is countif. Do you understand this formula?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, then, yeah,
Sir.
eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, under the before I move to the absent, if you click on enter, it won't give you 60%. It will give you something like 0.6 because it's still under. Okay. You see, the zero is always associated with this. So I think let me bring it here. It's still going to give you that star. Okay, is here. It's okay. 0.6 that will be the answer for that. But if you want it to be in percentage, you come down to your general and click on it. On that percentage icon, that is it, 60%. It's as simple as that. So we've done that. Then moving on to absent. Absent in this absent is just like using your mathematical idea. You understand? It's just like your maths. Now, it's just as if when you say that, let's assume that you are making of a 0.6 the other time. Absent is just like the leftover. The leftover of 60% will be what? 40%. Now, if you look at one means the number of those that are what? Present. Now, you are now saying is like one is just like the total value of everything. Do you understand now? I said divided, minus present. Just as if you are saying 10 minus 5. Present can never be the total value now, right? Present is just that people that are still available. That is just the meaning of what I'm just saying. You are just saying for those for the true value of everything, minus it from present. That is the meaning of this one minus H4. And it's as simple as that, right? Do you understand this one now?
Yes.
How about David?
Yes, sir.
Now, having done that, the next thing to do is just drag your column so that you won't be repeating them again for each column. When you have this column and this arrow under your mouse, drag it down to the last name for absent and present. When you drag it down, the next thing for us is to just we are through with what we want to do, but you can never find these bars. Imagine I want to do 1 year, 0 year, one again. You know, these bars are automated already. Now, how do you do that? Is for you to do what? Um, Alight or come to your conditional formatting. You want to create bars, this date bars, then more rows. Then this one now is simple, is date bars. Is data bar rather, data bar. But I don't want to show bar only. The moment I click on show bar only, it will remove all this percentage. I want the percentage to still be there. Do you understand? Then the minimum value is in formula. The maximum value is also in formula, right? That is all this countif will make use of. Then what are the values? The minimum value is always 0 and the maximum value is what? 1, right? Then you choose the color for absent. On this absent, and I said depending on the color you want to use, but absent means negative, so that's why we make use of red. Red. Then I'm not going to do anything on the borderline. It doesn't have focus, but the context. Now look at it. I chose left to right. That's how the bars are moving from left to right here. If you look at that 40% under Len Euro, it's moving from left to right. But if you look at the present column, it's moving from right to what? To left. So I'm not expecting that you choose two options, the same option for the two columns. So either you choose right to left for absent or left to right and left to right for present. You understand? So it will be confusing. It's as simple as that. And you click on OK, boom, you are good. Then for the present also you do the same thing, but the difference is that the only thing there is that the color. That is all. We are just about to show the color. You chose red for this and I chose green for present. That is all. So I'm through with the attendance sheet. So if I want to go for this list, the hours everything now, I can just say one. So if you want to input those that are present, you write one. Those that are absent is zero. So you don't have to start writing present. So if I say present, it means if I type one, it means present. See, one is zero, one. So it means that this student called Diaz was present for 40%. No, let me click on OK. For 60% rather. This was present for 60% and absent for 40%. It's as simple as that. So now please do you understand again? I'm begging you. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, and I've written it.
Yes, yes, sir.
Then this one, the to-do list, is simple also, but just the checkbox. We are not making of icon. And I told that anytime you are making of the checkbox, you have to reference. You have to reference. Whenever you add your checkbox, delete the numbers and the text inside. Then you have to do what? Reference the checkbox by using format control, cell link, click outside. If you look at this, it's already showing the cell because I formatted this already. Then okay. And you do that for all cells from beginning to end. There's no shortcut to it. Don't say because you already done you did for this, then you now come to this side and now drag. It's not going to work. Oh. It's not going to work. It's not going to autofill itself. So you have to do it one by one, one by one. Then the formula is still the same thing. Countif. You count, you count, you count for the whole day, the ranges of your to-do list. Even this to-do list is more or less like your daily tracker. If you look at it very well, see, look at the formula here. And look at the formula here, almost the same thing. But I didn't just say divide by 7. It's still the same thing. Do you understand? Then the left to do also is just the total minus the complete. That is all. It's just as if when you say 1 minus the total odd line. Then we are talking about the absent the right time. That is all. Then the only thing you have to do to what is it called? To add color or to strike whatsoever any list that has been completed is to highlight both columns, then come to your conditional formatting again, then what is it called? New rules. Then you use the formula this time around. Use the formula to determine which cells to format. Do you understand? Then anytime you want to use the formula, I said you make use of equal sign, equals. Then your first formula, your first cell here. Then I've explained referencing. We have absolute referencing, mixed referencing, and what relative reference. I'm very sure you don't know that one now. If I should ask you the types of referencing, you guys will say you don't know. You might even claim that you haven't heard about it.
I have
Now,
three types of references.
eh?
I have three types of
So you
references.
change this to mixed, yeah, you change this to mixed reference in which that you are locking just the column and leaving the um rows alone. And the dollar sign is used to lock those things. So when you press F for twice, one, two, it will give what you want. So it will be like you are just locking the column alone and you're leaving the reference alone. Then equals true. This is the formula. You are saying that anytime this cell is true, that's just the meaning of what this formula looks to entails. That anytime this cell is true, then you format. You are not giving me the combination. that okay, change it to, if I choose to change it to blue now, to change it to blue. Okay, let me say change it to blue now. No, blue will be kind of harsh. Let me say change it to yellow, right? Okay. Then I can still say strike through again. Strike through is already there already. So that's why I don't want to go to strike through. You see, this is strike through. Okay. So I'll click on OK. You see, I already changed it from that color to this color. So it's as simple as that. So anytime I check for any to-do list, if I say I've already set my key for goals, I complete that successfully, and I click on this, and maybe it was a mistake and I undo, it will be white again. So that is that about that. So do you get it?
Yes, I get it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how about Tamilore? Wow, I don't know that we already have good morning, Mrs. Juliet. And please, who is this Kachuku? I want to stop this. Then got me too. Hope you understand that. And I think I've explained that again. You said you don't understand the to-do list. So let me stop this recording.